let's start from, the album release party and what the feedback from people present was like.
It was so fun because we did two. The first one was more media, and then the second one was more like a party into the release because it was the night before the album dropped. And I'm so thankful when I went into the building and I saw the people and I saw the love. I was so happy because at the end of the day, that's all we would all wish for, and it came out at midnight. We were all in the space. We played music, we had some drinks. It was really more of a party, but we played some of the songs there as well. And I'm thankful to my industry peers as well, who also came through to support.
And I'm told that the album was released exactly at 12 midnight.
Yes, at midnight. It wasn't even 1 second.
Yes,
exactly.
I heard so. Congratulations to you and team, because releasing across at that time, scheduling and all of that, and making sure that the internet is good enough for it to go up, right?
Yes.
But also let's talk about teamwork that has made this dream work.
It's very important. I always say this everywhere I go, that even aside being an artist, anybody that's in any form of business, you always need to make sure you have the right team around you, because nobody does it alone. Even with Hilda's thing that we saw right now, it took a whole village to also help him make it happen. So it's the same for me. This album is not just Gyakie. So I'm always crediting every single person, as time goes on, because it took a lot of people to actually put the ideas together, from studio recordings to the artworks to the lyrics videos to the music videos to everything. It's not just me alone. So I'm thankful that I've been able to find myself around the right people. It's not everybody that's able to get that. So the right people that are genuine and they do the work wholeheartedly, and I'm very happy for that.
Yes, but that will also mean that you as an artist listens to the people around you, because for some people we hear so much that they say they don't listen, and so their teams don't guide them necessarily through it. But also you've mentioned that you have a stake in Flip the Music.
Yes, I
right?
do. Absolutely.
How is that going?
That was nice. So sometimes I'm like, small girl like me. It's a nice thing. And one thing that I'm looking forward to doing, if my strength takes me that far, is to actually start signing artists.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, start signing artists to flip their music, because I would love some people that don't have knowledge on how this business is. Just as when I started in 2019, I had no idea about how the music goes and the things that should be done and shouldn't be done. I had to learn on the job. So it will be proud moments for me to be able to extend that kind of knowledge and training to new artists, to come on board.
How do you filter though? Because we're in a space where, there's criticism that's constructive, and there's people who talk for talking's sake. I'm sure everybody here, don't do this, do that. And the interesting thing is it comes with even more success. But you'd assume that somebody who's successful knew what they did, the steps to take to get there, right? Yeah. But in your space, again, with your team, in terms of the songs you put out, the genres right now, do reggae dance, or, do Afrobeat, don't go here, wear this. We're talking about your hair wearing last month.
Yeah.
So how do you, or have you gotten to a place where you're able to filter in terms of, okay, this will help me and this will not? Is that difficult?
Yeah, but I want to say I had to study myself for a while. I think when I was working on the album for the 3 years, I wasn't going outside, I wasn't playing shows, I wasn't dropping music. So I was really being a human being for a long time. I've not been in front of the cameras for a long time. And with that, I think my attention I wasn't under the spotlight within that period as much, so there was not a lot going on, and I had to learn so much about myself. And that's why this album has more, is really toned down. There's a lot of soulful songs on there, because I
really
got to
calm.
realize, I got to realize that I really, really, really enjoy making songs like that. But I tend to mix it with other sounds, just to also give some people that love that kind of genre, something to also tap into. But really and truly, me as a person, I love slow music, I love soulful music. So now that I realize that these kind of things make me happy, I decided to put me first.
Was that introspection difficult at times? Because sometimes you feel like we're losing our way, especially again in a creative space.
Yes, absolutely. If you're not careful, you might end up paying attention to what the people want from you so much, and then you end up doing what they want you to do,
and less of what you want. And
you might end up going crazy because this person is saying don't wear blue, this person is saying wear blue, I don't like the pink. So you really just have to do what you want to do, and then the people, they'll be okay, they'll adjust.
I want to know, we hear a lot of times artists say they are part of their team, they are an executive, I'm involved in their business. It's a thing now, people just say for saying sake, but you've shown some intentionality about wanting to sign artists, getting more involved. What is it about the executive side that draws you out or gets you excited enough to want to even expand your involvement in that?
I think I've come to realize that a lot of people don't know much about the music. The music is not just doing the music, recording it, dropping it out. There's so much more. And one of the main things that I always like to shine light on is branding. Like, as an artist, you need to see yourself as a brand. If you don't see yourself as a brand, you are making a big mistake, because the music alone cannot do it all for you, and that is a fact. There's so many talents here. There's so much competition, and right now you need to be doing crazy things to even be relevant, the crazier people are the ones getting that quick spark. So you have to make sure that there's a brand that you've set for yourself that is taking you throughout your journey as an artist, and not just music. Even with the actual business side, percentages, royalties, so many artists don't know none of that. And it's knowledge that artists need to have. It's not just the managers and the labels. There's certain things that you, as the artist, you also need to, if you don't have any knowledge on it, you need to learn, you need to read, you need to find out. It's like a school on its own. That if you are not excelling in that side of the music, it will be very difficult for you to. So I think some of the few things I have learned that I didn't know, I'm very interested in, like, teaching people and telling them about it.
Are there any newbies that you're eyeing already?
In Ghana, like, artists.
I mean, anywhere in the world, anyone that you want to sign. Once the person is new,
there's this girl that I don't think she has dropped music yet. She's called Reina. She's very, very talented. I have my eyes on her. Okay. I'm just monitoring a few things.
Most times when we hear or we've seen, I mean, let me give you some superstar examples, right? Kanye West, Pharrell Williams, 50 Cent. When they start talking about executive and business and branding and blah blah blah, it slows the music inevitably, because you end up becoming so passionate about that and understanding. And most people don't know that there's probably more money on that side than stages and streams.
Yep, so much.
As you are getting passionate about it now, do you see yourself fighting for any kind of balance? Are you thinking about your brand when you're writing a song? First, maybe Gyakie first would just write a song that feels good, sounds good, and is just entertaining. Now, are you writing songs going, that's not my brand? Or, I can't say that, let me say this round.
I've had that experience before where I think it's even in Hamatan. There's a line
that's the song with Shatta.
Yeah,
right.
I keep saying that song is 18 plus, but yeah. So I remember there was a line I did, and then when I was recording, anytime I listen to it, I feel a bit uncomfortable.
Executive Gyakie says,
but this cannot go. So I had to change the line, and I changed that line because of my brand. Yes, that I can never say such a thing.
Awesome.
Will you tell us what it is, Okay.
Okay. I'd like to know it. Wait to know what it is. But also, right, because you talk about getting into that executive space.
Yeah.
One thing we hear also, just based off what Cyril is saying, is that the music in general, suffers as well. Are you ready to make that sacrifice based on your knowledge that you've acquired over the years to say that, I want to be able to now fully pour into people, and if I don't even make music anymore and I've just taken the back bench and rather pushing others, I'll be okay with that?
Yeah, that decision, I'm going to stand on business with that decision when I've made a lot of money.
Okay.
I need to make sure my account is securing me for the rest of my life.
Right.
Then I can decide to pour, because at the moment, this is really what I have. This is what I need to make sure that I need to make my feet extremely stable on the ground. So when I feel like, look at how like Riri has gone on a break. She will probably she
doesn't feel like she wants to come back.
She's
anytime
living life
soon.
as a normal human being.
Yeah, she's been a mom, she's been a businesswoman, and I mean her music is still there. So she probably when the last check came in where the account was looking like, I don't think I want to do the studio anymore. When you reach the point where you can make that decision, it's very easy for you to pour so much into someone or into
else.
other people. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, I also want to find out what your dad has to say. Also, because you're now talking about getting more into music business, and if I know where you're coming from, you wanted to be independent of his brand. You didn't want to ride off his back to get there, and you've done it by yourself, right? In talking to him, getting to this point, what does he have to say about your career and also the making of this album? Because I realized that you added a touch of daddy in there, which is one of my favorites. And so what does he have to say, and what are some of the advices that he's given you so far that you would say has pushed you this far?
First off, he is extremely proud.
Awesome.
And I remember when we did the sample on the Y2K Love and I sent it to him, he was laughing. He couldn't believe. He was like, you are very, very wild. Like, you sampled my song and you put it on a track like that. That's like, he was very excited about how creative we went about the song.
Do you owe him royalties?
I
Are you going to baby girl it?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I like to be professional. In as much as you're my dad, I mean, we can.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about the numbers.
Let's just have this. Let's say I'm clearing the song from you, Daddy.
Yeah.
What are you telling me? Yeah. But I mean, we did it the right way. I didn't, because I also kind of want him to enjoy what it's like
of his
if somebody
labor.
is sampling a song of.
Yeah.
So we did everything. He's getting everything he's supposed to get. I didn't do no daddy daughter thing there. So that, I mean, if anything, I can say, please, I need money for. I can call him for money as well. Still for
Now
that.
you know he has that money. you now go spend them.
Yes, me. I'll be
you
the same
just
person.
take
to
back the
spend it,
money you
'cause
gave
I know
him.
how much he's going to get. So, yeah.
No, but I like that you did the needful and
Yeah.
also cleared it the necessary way. That's
Yes.
really nice. But also talking about Y2K Love,
Hey, does that answer your question? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I like that you put Omar Sterling on that one. I think that's just such a perfect
Yes.
fit, right? So with that, what is that intentionality that went into your features? Because you have a number of people featuring on that. Black, Shatawale, there's also
Young John.
Omar Sterling, there's Young John, right? So
Yeah.
what was
Heady
that
One.
intentionality? There's Koji Radical
And Heady
as
One.
well, yes, and Heady One.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your feature selections.
The album, we did every song before the collaboration happened. I don't think there was any collaboration that we did the record from scratch. And initially, this is because I wanted to make all the songs, listen to them, and then imagine who I could hear their voice on.
Right.
And a song like Y2K with Omar Sterling, when we finished making the record, I'm not even going to lie, the moment we finished, his name was the first thing that came in mind. Maybe it was God that was whispering to me, but I knew I wanted Omar Sterling on my first album because I love his music. So I would say he was one of the first features that I had in mind, but I just didn't know what song it was going to be. So we finished recording. Big shouts to Ultranova. He produced this one, and I remember I hit him up and I told him that there's a song that I did and I think he's going to like it. So we went to his house, his studio, and then we played it. He loved it, and then he did the verse there in the studio.
This is why you have to listen to Ghana music. Okay, let's blow it up. Let's blow it up all we can. Gyakie featuring Omar Sterling, Y2K Love. Now, I did mention that you have a title track on there as well.
Yes.
The After Midnight
Midnight.
song, right?
Right.
It seems to me like you poured a lot of soul, a lot of softness in that music. And so when you say that this is this is an album where you wanted to do you, I think that the After Midnight song is one of the songs that we can pinpoint and say that, you know what, this is a soulful song that Gyakie, you know, wanted to put out there. So let's talk about the making of this one.
The interlude, right?
Yes, the interlude. Yes.
I call it the Lullaby for Love.
Okay, makes sense.
It's very soft. When you listen to it after for real, if you listen to it at dawn, let me not say after midnight for itself. If you listen to it at dawn, it sounds really just like a lullaby for love. You know, it's like it's getting you sleepy, but it's making you fall in love at the same time. Yeah.
Those who don't have love, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, because it's either the song will make you fall in love or it will make you remember a lot of things. Yeah, that's the goal for it. So this, the interlude After Midnight was produced by Baba Wood, and then the reason why we put it in the middle and made it an interlude was if you even see, even the track list arrangement was intentional. So the moment you're done listening to the interlude, the tempo kind of starts switching up again from the slow songs to the upbeat songs. So that was like, it's a commercial break from the slow songs in the first 6, and then an introduction into the second
next
phase
one.
of the
Okay, great. All right, so again, we'll go listen to the interlude, okay, and then you understand why Gyakie says that you have to listen to it at dawn. Okay. We are sorry about that. We are going to, play After Midnight really shortly. Just give us a few minutes, right? But let's get into the features now. Creation of the features. You've told us about Y2K.
Right.
So let's talk about Hamatan, the one that features Shatta Wale. I don't think that I ever saw
it is in this. It's
Gyakie,
only in her
Shatta
song,
Wale.
right? That I'll enjoy Hamatan. It's only that's because they're all Hamatan.
You don't like it.
I ain't going there, but for me to enjoy Hamatan, Charlie
and
Vegas.
she sounded really
Just
different.
music.
You know, when you came in on Hamatan, I'm like, okay, this is a dancehall Gyakie. Yeah. So let's talk about the creation of that song.
Yes, I also, one thing that I made sure that I did on this album was some of the genres that I genuinely enjoy listening to, or I love love listening to.
Yeah.
I wanted to tap in. I almost did a drill song on this album myself, but I was like, you know what, Scar has done a good job, so let me give it a break. So dancehall, I've always loved dancehall. If you check my songs that I've dropped, I have a song called Wine. It's also kind of like dancehall reggae. And this song was produced by Sosa, and I co-produced this record.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're adding things, though. Like executive producer, I'm watching it.
I'm getting into my bag. There's
Get
money
into it.
everywhere. You have to tap in.
Get
So
into it.
yeah. So I think this album got me into my production bag. So I started like getting into that, and we did this record a few months ago. And initially, it didn't have any feature at the time. I think before we submitted the project, that was when my manager mentioned, his name came up. He was like, I think we need to get a collaboration on Hamatan. If you get a dancehall artist on, it will make a lot of sense. So we brought up Shatta Wale's name. Shatta Wale's name came up, and then big shouts to Julio for making this happen. Julio orchestrated a conversation, and then we sent the song. Shatta Wale enjoyed the music so much. We jumped on the call, and he was so hyped about it. So he did his verse, and then he sent it over. So we didn't do the record in the studio together, and we are yet to shoot a music video for it as well.
Nice.
And a big thanks to
forward to
Shatta Wale, because he did his big one on this one as well. And I mean, he is Shatta Wale.
He's who he thinks he is, and who he knows he is.
I feel like it's
so the song is
sorry,
Hamatan.
Before you continue, I feel like it's such a great mix. And initially, when I heard that Shatta Wale was on the song, I was like, I hope we won't hear more Shatta than Gyakie.
So
But
that's why I was
it's such a
saying that I
fine
don't
blend.
see a Gyakie.
Yeah, he also
Shatta.
went.
It's not an obvious
he went
collaboration.
very,
Yes,
he went
yes.
very slow on it. He was
Yes.
very relaxed.
It was
Now
still
if you
in
do
your
studio with Jackie
space.
this time up front, looking like
Go make
this.
relax.
No, you go relax. The whole shatter. Hey, that's
Hey, calm
crazy.
down.
Yeah. Sure.
And I really like to hear that Shatta. So if he's listening, he should be
You know,
doing
it's-
more of this.
More of that.
I like
Yeah.
that you made him do this. It's also good to see the other
Another
side
side
of
of
him.
him.
The Jackie
I
effect.
really right.
anywhere,
I think we
you
could
know
call
what's
it that, the
crazy?
Jackie effect,
What?
right?
If Shatter only the fight for you, I go take Jackie plus Shatter. Shatter is Jackie. Calm down.
I went from Y2K to Hamatan.
Yeah,
And then
you are
instead of
going
going
up.
from black to
Yeah, so you might
Hamatan
as
to
well just-
Y2K.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine. So let's do the one with black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn you.
That's Damn You.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, are you
No,
playing?
no,
I
no,
should talk
no,
about
yeah,
it.
let's talk
Okay.
about it first and
yeah,
then we go
so
play
Damn
it.
You is the third track on the album, and it features American singer Black. Backstory. Somewhere 3 years ago, yes, I texted Black on Instagram. I was not texting him for a feature at the time. I was texting him to give him his flowers, because I remember the day I sent the message, I was listening to one of his songs that I really like. It's called Switch. So I was like, let me text him and just give him his flowers. So I texted him. I was like, I love your song so much. It's done this and that. And then I'm hoping that someday we would jump on a record together.
And the day came.
Yeah.
Switch.
And then, yeah.
I'm thinking about a Yamaha. Jump,
Hey,
jump,
Mr. Music.
jump.
Mr. Music.
Your eye is
Wow.
open. It's open.
Wow. Yeah. So, wow. Okay.
Yes,
You know, you can connect with people through music, especially
Yeah.
when you feel like you're the
No,
only
Cyril
one
is
that
a
likes
proper
a song.
music head. When we
Yeah.
say music head,
That's a music.
Cyril can hear a song that he heard in 1980
It's
and hear
okay,
it now
listen
and
to
know
it.
And
that
now
it's
to
a
you,
song.
1980.
Let's
I'm telling you, Obekai will tell you that
And
it's
if he hears a song that has been sampled,
Yes.
he will go and
Cyril.
pull it. That
let's
this
interview
song
her.
is sampled here.
let's interview our
Yes.
guest there.
Wow. 1960, he will go and tell you it's a sample and show
Wow.
you the proof. Yeah, he's such a music head like
That's nice.
It is well.
So, yeah, he actually got back as well, and then he was thankful for the flowers I was giving in the DM. So that was done at that time. Then fast forward, Damn You was recorded as well. Big shouts to P Prime. I remember he was in Ghana at the time, and then we had a session somewhere like in December. So we had the record down. And
Wait, P Prime was in Ghana or Black was in Ghana?
No, so
Okay.
P Prime, the producer,
Okay,
yes, was
okay.
in Ghana around December, January of the year before. And then we had a studio session and the record was done. And I remember it was this year that we sent the song over to Black's team. Obviously, we also heard him on the track, so we sent it to him. You know, I always I have so many songs, so anytime it's time for me to play a song for somebody, I'm always ready. You know, I don't know when I'll bump into Caesar. If I bump into Caesar today, I have a
See,
song. I have a song there for her.
Listen, that combo of apart from the fact that you two look alike,
I was just about to say,
have you heard people say
No,
that
I
you two look
haven't.
alike?
you do.
I
Really?
haven't seen it yet.
Oh no, you two look alike.
There's some
Apart
like-
from
and the
there
hair
is
today
some
is
resemblance.
something
the
It's
hair,
so
the hair
sweet.
also makes it.
Yes. Apart from the fact that there's that resemblance, that song will be
Slap.
so
I need to
good.
look for her. I'll go and find
Please
her.
give her flowers. Send her a DM. You never know. Just
yeah.
like it happened with Black, it just may happen.
You
It
never
just
know.
may
I'll do
happen.
that.
Yeah.
I need to do that. Yeah. So sent the record over, and then he was in love with it as well. And I remember he even kept like coming back randomly to talk about how he really loves the record, and that made me happy because it wasn't just okay, an artist has sent a song, he does his verse, sends his over, and that he was like personally in love with the song. And he also gave a banger verse. He gave a Black verse, a verse that I would have loved to hear. And yeah, the journey.
Did he
started
ask you to explain or translate the chi that you sang in there?
Nope. I guess he just connected to it like that. Yeah. And
Okay.
then that's how that collaboration happened.
Okay, it's also another love song. Fire on the Mountain.
Fire on
It's
the
also
Mountain
another love
is
song.
a heartbreak
so,
song.
yeah. But in that one, she's telling you that's wolf and baby.
The target is really to hit the emotions. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a love song. There's a song that will probably like spark some excitement to make you wanna dance. there's a song on there that's supposed to make you feel healed. That's Hallelujah. And then like a song that's supposed to boost your confidence. Is it worth it? And then No One. And then there's an actual love song, you know. So everything is really targeted towards like
Emotions.
Yeah, emotions.
I have a question. Taylor Swift, right? They always make the jokes and say all her albums are about like breakups and a relationship. It's like it's themed around her latest, whoever she was dating last summer. Right? And it works, and she sells out stadiums. Beyonce is about the empowerment and you can't mess with me and Queen Bee, blah blah
Adele,
blah.
same thing.
Adele, Would you say your musical brand, the sound, is a mouthpiece for the emotional footprint of the Ghanaian or the African girl?
Yes, absolutely. Like if they leave me, that's all I'll do. So,
You've been left. We left you long time.
Every song I want it to be a love song. Every song. So I feel like even this year my concerts we might twist it up a little bit. I think I need the people to really chill, and then I'll probably do it, make it more intimate, because that's why I probably love jazz music, because you know when they're performing jazz live, there's this communication between the artists and the So I love love. I just love anything about love. I'm in there. If it's about heartbreak,
Cupid.
if it's a heartbreak, if it's
Cupid.
a wedding, if it's somebody proposing to someone, I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. If you want Gyakie to sign AC as the first artist, since we started the interviews,
No, because when she came, I told her
most featured artist.
Today on Unpacking, we're unveiling.
You can tell that she really
But the album is good. I think that it also has.
I've listened
It also has
to
replay.
You are signing
Yeah.
That's
I've
all.
listened to way back
Sister New.
back, and
Yeah.
I can't even
Big S.
tell.
That's
I
your
can't even
artist
tell
name,
when
Big
from
Lagos.
the last to the intro.
And it has a lot of replay value.
And I don't
Like,
even do
when
it
you start
alone. I do
listening-
it with Amy and Debbie. Like I can show you
can-
videos
The
of
Power
that.
Puff
Like,
when you start listening to the song,
That's
you
my
can
ambassador
easily-
right there.
Yeah.
Right
You can
here.
easily
Big S.
That's my
follow.
ambassador.
I'm giving
right
you
here.
props.
Oh,
That's
don't
what
do
I
that.
But
Your
Gyakie,
first
please,
artist, so Big S.
back to my
Yeah.
question. Is that a
Already
true
have
story?
backup dancers in the MCR.
Jason has
This
a
is very
question.
personal.
Okay.
On behalf of the brothers in the back. Is that a true story?
Let me tell you.
Okay, tell us.
Yes.
Tell us. Breathe in.
So, if you listen to the message in this song, I'm talking about how until you make this right, until you ask me out, until you want this now, I'm not taking. And honestly, I'm not even going to say, oh, this is actually something from my own personal perspective. You know, there's people that have tried to talk to me, tried to, make advances and all that, but
It's not direct.
Wow.
They want to do the
personal.
90-day trial and change their image.
a lot of you guys.
Whoa. Crazy.
You talk to the girls and you leave them confused. They don't know if they are in a relationship
Or
or
not.
they are not. They have to kind of be, what are we? What are we? So I am saying that if you are not asking me to be your girlfriend, if that question isn't there, I am very much single.
Be specific
I
with
don't
your
know.
two chests.
What are we? We are pencils in the hands of
if
the
you,
maker.
so if in your mind we are probably
What are we? We are worshippers
together,
of Christ.
that information is not known to me because you haven't asked me to be your girlfriend.
So after all, they should name the folder.
Yes, so
Should not be new folder 1,
Yes,
new folder 2.
exactly.
Untitled
Label it.
folder.
there has to be a title. There has to be
Yes.
that commitment.
Oh,
the guys are
okay.
scared of the commitment because they want to be,
Frolicking.
doing try your luck, but no.
And what I like
Okay.
about this song is that, you don't even have to talk, just send the song. Like,
Yeah.
don't just send the
Yes.
song.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
don't understand,
Hey, Charlie, this remix
if you
here.
don't understand,
Talk
you
to
should
my
praise.
photo.
Yeah, just because the part I like is what she says, oh my God, it's like you come to a
Yeah.
realization, I'm
Oh my
single.
God, I'm single
Let's go
and
and
I'm
search
sad.
because you're
You
not
know.
serious and you better be.
Nah, that's my ambassador right
either,
now.
it's either you go
Our
and
assistant.
search or be sought after.
Exactly. It's
Whichever
like-
one
No,
works.
and
to change
a lot of
the
people
slang.
Yeah.
Gyakie and Big S.
yes, that's what my big heart goes to.
Hey.
you know.
Okay.
That's that a lot of people are going through that, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of people.
And I think that also now now it's become a thing.
Yeah, the situationship thing.
Yes.
How is it with you?
I don't know. That's crazy. Like, I'm surprised. I'm hearing this for the first time.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Indeed.
He gives me that vibe.
The
He gives me somebody that will really have you confused and not tell you, oh, I want us to be in a relationship.
I wish I could defend him, but
flirting and all of that.
No, just in there, he looks guilty already.
Right? He really looks.
I'm sorry.
Yo,
I'm sure
I'm not
there's
judging
some
a
girl.
book by its
I'm
cover.
sure there's some girl crying.
I know I'm crying.
You're the one. What?
I'm crying now. Listen to Drake and cry. I'm crying, bro.
Will you keep quiet?
Will you be quiet?
listen to Drake and cry.
Masu, you look like you've done something.
Yeah,
You look guilty.
I'm sure someone has sent him a paragraph. He's just not read it.
No, he's responded with K.
Sometimes the network.
He's K.
Very
Can you imagine?
He's K.
What kind of excuse
Is
is
the
that?
network where I live is
Responded with
far.
question mark.
Right? Oh my goodness. That
So
was
Gyakie,
hard.
back to your album. I love your album. Like, the album is fire.
Jason
I think it's the
is a
album of
bad
the
guy.
year.
He is a
Yeah,
bad guy.
Chad.
You are guilty, bro.
But also we have Young John
Yes.
on there as well. House Party.
House Party.
Yes. You have a huge fan base in Nigeria, so I think that with the album it was only right. that
Yes, to
you
also
had, you know, a
do
Nigerian
that.
feature
Absolutely.
on there. Now, for those who
Radical.
don't know who Koji Radical is, he is a rapper and a spoken word artist. So the link up and then now the music.
Yes, Koji Radical is in the UK, but he's actually Ghanaian. I think his name is Kojo Jemfi, something like that. But yeah, he's Ghanaian, fully Ghanaian, but he's just been in the UK for a very long time. I think this is the oldest record on the album, and I think I recorded it in 2021 or 2022. Yes, that's
Recorded the song
yeah,
for
that's the
3-4
oldest.
years.
Yeah.
As for the vaults, there's so many songs in there.
I mean, there's something I want to know, like,
Uh-huh.
about the album. So this might seem like a bit of a conundrum, but clearly, the songs on the album are good. So when we were putting this together, were you like in a state where now I want to withhold this? Because that's why we have singles, right? I'm going to release this song. And the artists who actually dropped albums and said that, you know, I had some songs there, but I left them off because they were, so to speak, too good. Because an album can be overlooked sometimes because, like, it's a full body of work. It's not a single where it marinates with the people. They're getting everything at once. So back to where you're like, all these songs are way too good. And again, that's an interesting take because you want to give the people good music. But you're like, I could withhold this for 2027.
Yeah.
Put it on another album or another EP. Were you in that position with how good the songs are?
Yes, and that made when we had to decide on what tracks we're going to go on and go off, it was difficult for me because I hadn't dropped a lot of songs, especially 2022 when I dropped my EP that had something on. After that one, I think I dropped about maybe like 4 singles, Rent Free, December, and then the rest was collaboration. So I actually didn't drop a lot of songs. So there is so many good songs I've done in 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I mean, I'm an artist. Every other day I'm in the studio making music, even aside making it for the album. So deciding what tracks we're going to make it on the project was one of the difficult stages in the whole album process, because we had too many songs and we even wanted to make it less than 17, but it was too difficult.
Yes.
We had to
It's
be
like every song is a single.
Yeah, we would just give it to them. I mean, it's a 17-track album, and it would take time. And I don't want to rush promotions. I want to take every single song at a time and then push it, because I mean, we can be promoting this album for a whole year. Because if you drop a single, you can use like a month or two to like push it into everybody well. So imagine 17.
Yeah,
if
right.
one song is for a month, even
It will be over,
Right.
yeah.
You know?
And I like your readiness to even promote it, right? Because some people will say that the reason they don't even put out a lot of albums or bodies of work, whether it's an EP or whatever the case, is the amount of work it takes to promote. So your readiness to do that it speaks volumes.
Is Big S on the deluxe?
Oh
yeah, yeah.
no, but still talking about the music, right? Since you're constantly,
Don't give up.
Since you're constantly recording new music, how often do you go back to listen to the ones you've recorded, and how do you make sure that you're not losing on music that's been recorded like way before.
Yeah.
Because I'm really glad that you went back to pick this song with Koji Radical to put on this album. But how often do you do that? And does it mean we'll be getting songs from them?
Yeah. How do I put it? So one thing that maybe helped with the kind of, so the reason why Party Galore is the only one from that time was the kind of sound that Koji really usually jumps on. So I remembered that, I have some in this, in the warehouse. There's something in the warehouse that I can bring back. But most of the songs I did at that time needed more work based off how I've expanded my knowledge on the music. So because I realized that those songs needed work, and then I could actually just make fresh ones for the projects, the sounds that I want people to see me for, then we just had to leave those ones there. They need polishing, and the polishing is going to take a lot of work and a lot of time. So when I make the songs, I just make it and put it down, and I always believe in the right time and the right place and the right moment, and the songs coming out is always a feeling for me, and when it hits me and then I pick, it always ends up being the right ones. Sankofa was the last song that made it to the album. We had recorded and submitted the album. Sankofa was not going to be on the project. It wasn't even in existence. I ended up having a random studio session with Afro Lecturer. I was just bored on a one day like that. I just texted him, Afro, are you free? We should have a session. But it wasn't for the album. We're just making the record. Did the song, and then everybody was like, this is a good song and we have to open up the project and slide Sankofa in there, and then Sankofa became the song that we dropped off the project. Literally, like, it came, we recorded Sankofa like a month, and then it came literally like a month after.
Guys, the album is a 17-track album, okay? So you need to go listen to No One. And then also there's one song on there that Gyakie would love for you to listen to,
and
which will be
my ambassador,
which will be
No One.
No One. Yes.
Yes.
So let's talk about the making of No One. That has no feature.
Yes.
Right. But
No
the
One.
making.
No one has no one.
I like that. Literally has no one on it.
Yeah. I recorded this song in Nigeria with Dia, so he produced this one, and I think this one was also recorded in 2022. Yeah, 2022 or 23. This song is a song for anybody that is not confident in themselves. They look at themselves in the mirror and they feel less of themselves, and this is really a confidence booster, because I've reached that point in my life before where I felt like I wasn't doing enough, but I had to like get myself back together. So this is for anyone that doesn't have confidence in themselves or feeling less of themselves anytime they look at themselves or look at what they are doing with their lives.
When you finish listening, running through the album, that will be the last song on the album. Hallelujah. Keep that in mind, okay?
But
yes.
So sorry, I wanted to ask you. She said something that said, not everyone will calculate before they buy it you.
No, that's not what I said.
That's not what you said.
Yes,
Okay, great.
So I said, no be everybody go they calculate before they buy cho.
Buy cho.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
Some
every
people spend without worrying.
Oh yeah.
Why are you talking about cereal on the album?
They just,
some
really?
I would
some people eat their
expenses.
fruits, some people eat their seeds, some people eat their whole tree.
Heated.
Yeah.
Cool.
there's people that actually have to calculate so much before
Before
they
they
buy
buy
food.
food.
There's others too that just walk into the tap
The
tap and
cereal.
pay, Okay.
Hey,
Charlie.
that's
I'm just saying what
Today
Jacob
your
just
WhatsApp.
said.
Some don't even look at the bill. Some don't even look at the bill. So
I
there's
told you look guilty. You.
very guilty. So yeah, no be
Alright,
everybody, no be
alright,
everybody
okay.
go they calculate
Before
before
they
they buy
buy
true.
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
But Gyakie, how would you say that the album is doing so far?
I think it's doing exactly as I wanted to do. The only difference between a Gyakie album or a Gyakie single and maybe everybody else's, I always say that my music crawls onto people. Like, you will not see it coming out, just be crawling in from your legs, you know.
Blah.
Yes, and then because of how soulful and calm it is, it's getting into the people like gradually. And one thing about me, I have learned how to be patient in life so much that I have all the time to let the album do what it has to do, slow but sure.
Slow but sure. And for those who want to have that soulful evening, morning, afternoon, please, After Midnight.
Oh, and if you
is what it
drive, this
for
is
you.
the best project for you.
For
If you
you.
Tell
drive,
me about
Right.
it.
she
Okay.
is the witness.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you drive and listen to the album.
You know, I'll just edit the
Right.
video and post
Okay.
it today. So you know
All
what I'm
right
talking
then.
about.
Please.
All right then. So Gyakie, we appreciate your breaking down this album for
thank
us.
you.
And
Thank
yes,
you
we
so
didn't do the whole song, the whole album, because we want you to go binge listen to all of the songs on there, right? So yes, she did her thing on there, and let's appreciate that
Yeah.
by listening. Okay.